Hello everyone, it's Mike from the FXPivotPoint.com. Taking a look at the beginning of this week, and you see we had a nice little gap. Where's my little tool? And we've had oh, that's the pound. Look at that gap. Wow, that's like last week's the euro gap in the opposite direction. All right, let's go down here. I don't want to look at the this pair right now. Let's look back at the euro. What I want to show you is we have this support here. You're like, what do you mean support? Well, no, previous support is what I meant. Right there it is. There it is. You can see it here. You can see it here. Will now become resistance, and it's also at, where's the damn drawing tool? Come on, I clicked on you. It's a good thing you were free. All right, so we've got this point. We've got the pivot point, which is already a big factor. That's to me means I'm selling. We have this previous support will now become resistance. That's a big factor. So that's one, that's two, and there's a third one. But I'm not going to draw it because you can't see it. But because if I go back on my chart here in time, my indicator is making this weird, really shitty, annoying noise. And this will be my third attempt at this video. I don't want to go back, but it comes down like right, almost right. Well, that's a hell of a straight line. Let's try this, like right here, like it intersects right here. All right, so we have three levels. Three levels. We have three. I hate to use this word. I just can't think of a better word to use because it seems to be one of those default words we use, or I use a lot. Confluence. You know, we've got the previous support becoming resistance. Number one. That's big. Two, we've got the pivot point in the day of a pair that already should be falling off the chart with what's going on in Europe. Not to mention the the investigation and all that fun. All right, and we have this downtrend. All right, so we have three things at the same area. So if I'm awake, I'll be selling this. You can bet if it gets up here. And remember, 80 to 85% of the time we make it back to the pivot point. Look, did on Friday, barely, but we made it there before we headed south. All right, let's go. That's what I wanted to show you. That's a big deal. That will be, if they spike here and you get a spike here, I'll be selling, small spikes into that too. All right, let's cancel that. Hide him. Let's go look at the pound. That gap's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, wow. We started at S2 in a day. So that's pretty foreboding for this pair. I mean, that's pretty ugly. We're going to find support here because it's S2. I don't know. It looks like it's trying, but that's massive. All right. Whoop. It's my guess. Time will tell. Again, I'd love to see it bounce. I'd love to see it do this, and then wham. That'd be nice because then we could sell right in here, S1, or even as close to the pivot point as we could. But again, with the what's going on from a fundamental approach, we may not have that opportunity. We'll see. See how the day goes. All right, let's take a look at the only other pair we really look at, and that's the. Let's send him down there. Let's go take a look at the yen. Again, it's a little gappage, no big deal. Do we have a trend line? Yeah, we do. It's coming right down. Where is that? Again, I can't go. I don't want to go back. Back simply means I don't want to knock it down to or knock it up to a higher level because it'll make this noise, and you'll be like, "Oh, shut that shit off, Mike." And that's how I feel. So I don't want to go up to a. That's how I feel also. So I don't want to go up to a. Look at my line. My God. Look at this. It's horrendous, huh? All right. Well, listen. No one's judging me for my artistic talent, I hope. And if you are, you're on the wrong side. So what we have is this little trend line here. I can't see the rest of it, but it's there. And we have the pivot point. And I bet on this too. Look at that. So we had support on here, and if I went back a little bit, I wonder if there's support over here. It doesn't matter. This is enough. That's enough. Support will become resistance. So you've got that here. Oh, my drawing skills are horrific. All right, and we've got the pivot point here. So this area right here, Uh, you could sell it. You could sell it for a bounce down. It will bounce off of it. Would I? No. Why? Because over here we have some nice moves. All right. Oh, guess that answered my question, didn't it? We're answering it right as before the European session gets underway. Down we go. And this is the pair I really want to trade because it's more in line with what to me it's more of a predictable pair. Again, some people are already short probably. Where are we going to find support? Don't know, but a nice bounce up here, especially to we even have, if we look, you've got another area that's going to be very tough. You get the 3,500 level. All right, so you've got that psych level there. We've got like 4 or 5 things going on here that are going to make it hard to move this. So it'll be interesting. Either way, doesn't matter what happens. If the thing shoots up, and then trade with the correct money management. Don't go loading up because there's 4 or 5 or 50 confluence indicators at one level. That's great. That just reinforces a nice trade. That doesn't mean you ever load up. It just gives us, in what my opinion, confluence indicators just give you a better opportunity that you might have bigger and bigger banks looking at the same thing. So maybe one bank is looking at a trend line, while the other's looking at the pivots. They're all looking at, it all becomes something that will help reinforce in their mind a hesitation point, and that's what we're looking for, to jump in front of the elephant. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire them off to me, and I will see most of you on the factory. Later, everyone. Have a good evening.